demonstration. And we can't be that way. We have to be able to stand in front of a group and do a demonstration, or to speak to a group and teach and articulate the techniques that we're trying to help them to learn. So that's the purpose. Mr. Teeter, you are up now.
May I begin?
You may begin.
Thank you, sir. Okay, the title is How to Write a Presentation. I have to come up with a presentation to replace the presentation lost in the house fire. Ideas flashed through my head. Many ideas were rejected because the ideas were too expensive or too complicated or required research material I no longer had access to. I'm at a loss as to what to do. If I go back to the basics of creating a presentation, I'm sure I can come up with something. The basics of creating a presentation are who, what, when, where, why, and how. Who is my audience? Not the names, but the makeup of the audience. Gender, age, education, social affiliation, and other factors will influence the makeup of my presentation. If I were standing before an audience made up of highly educated people with master's degrees, I might do a presentation on microbiological luminescence. If I were addressing a kindergarten class, I would redo the presentation into a glow-in-the-dark cooties style. Okay, what are my subject limitations? Am I limited to one subject? Is there a time limit? Are there any other restrictions? When will I do my presentation? As the main speaker? Before or after the main speaker? At what time of day? Perhaps during a dinner? Where will I do my presentation? Perhaps in a quiet chapel or in a noisy, crowded room. I might be outdoors in bad weather. Why am I doing a presentation? I might be selling something. I may want to influence people's actions. I might want to provide information. How will I do my presentation? I might hand out information packets. I could use a slideshow. I might need fireworks. I could even include a disco ball and dancing ponies. Now that I've gone over the basics of creating a presentation, I can come up with something for the promotion ceremony. Wait a minute. My presentation just wrote itself.
Those of you unaware, the Peters unfortunately had a house fire recently and lost everything they had. Some of you participated in the tournament that we had to help support and encourage them. But Ms. Peters was explaining to me that both her computer presentations that she had prepared and her backup was all lost in the house fire, so she had to come up with that. Miss Peter's been a big part of our school for a long time. She's one of the special ladies that really comes in and helps clean and do things around here and keep the school running. Helps Miss Mott quite a bit, I know, as well as being a dedicated karate student. I've been advised here recently that she's dedicated in a lot of things. She has a lot of outside interests, and that's really cool. You know, I think we should have. We can do things and have interest in our lives, hobbies and sports and things of that nature. As long as karate stays, you know, up there at the top somewhere. Our church, our faith, I think is at the very top. Our family, right behind that. Our physical well-being, and that goes towards our training and exercise and taking care of these wonderful temples God's blessed us with, and that's what we try to do here. And she's done a great job of that. Peter, congratulations. She is moving from blue